Martin Gannon, you say, and the Labour Party says this is the great train robbery. But that's a bit disingenuous, isn't it? Because what was announced today is a massive investment in Northern Railway infrastructure.
Well, I'm a Labour leader in the northeast of England, and I'm not sure if you know how much has been invested or promised to be invested in the northeast of England as of today's announcement. There is going to be, it was never envisaged that high-speed rail was going to come to Newcastle. Newcastle, this is not a third world country. With the northeast of England, I know the government's cut back on its foreign aid budget, but we are actually still part of this country. But it was never envisaged to come all the way to Newcastle. We were talking about going to Leeds, and then that would increase the connectivity at least to the northeast of England. But we were also looking at the Trans-Pennine the Northern Powerhouse Rail, which would, at the present time, I don't know if you know the north of England, but actually it's easier to crawl on your hands and knees over broken glass to Manchester than it is to get a train. The last time I went to Manchester to speak on the same platform as Grand Chaps, I arrived 2 hours late.
No, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace.
The fury from the northeast is unbelievable.
No. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. I absolutely hear what you're saying. But Greg Smith, as the Tory MP for Buckingham, you want all of HS2 scrapped. So how do you respond to what Councillor Gannon said?
Well, absolutely. I think it's fantastic that this leg of HS2 has been scrapped. I only wish the whole thing could be scrapped. It brings absolute human misery to my constituents in Buckinghamshire at a cost of what was supposed to be at the start £30-odd billion, quickly rose to 55, now stands officially at 106, but there are reports of nearly £200 billion. And talking to my colleagues in the Red Wall, they're delighted at the £96 billion rail spend that was announced today by the Transport Secretary that will bring improved transport connectivity to the Midlands and to the North. Included in that is massive infrastructure improvements to the East Coast Main Line, which certainly the last time I was on that stopped in Newcastle. And we've got to keep going to ensure that those northern towns and cities get the better regional connectivity that the £96 billion spend announced today is doing. And frankly, let's get rid of the whole of HS2. Let's not have this giant magnet that will just bring more people south, but instead focus, I think we're actually aligned on this point, focus on the regional connectivity in the Midlands and North.